Hello guys, how are we doing? Welcome back to the channel. I have a Volk setup for you. Now it might not be the normal Volk you're used to seeing, it might not be the one the pros use, but it's the one I've tried and tested and spent a lot of hours into. And it's my favourite. It's for those of you who are sort of going from an SMG to this, rather than AR to this. It's a bit more of an aggressive setup, and I prefer it myself, so make sure you guys check it out. That is coming up, but before we get into it, I do want to say a huge thank you to supporting the channel recently again. I know I say this in a lot of my videos, but it's because I am truly grateful for the support you guys are showing me. I'm nearly at 500 subscribers. Those of you who are new, welcome. But as you guys probably know, if you were subbed to me last year, my goal for 2021 was 500 subs, and I didn't quite reach that. I was about 50 off, but it looks like I'm near there, so I'm super pumped. So, unfortunately, we lost that round on Tuscan, and I thought, you know what, let's bring out the Volk. I noticed some guy used it on the other team, and it's Tuscan after all, so I thought, let's bring it out. So, this is what we have for the Volk setup. We're just going to start at the muzzle with an F8 stabilizer, Krausnik's 428mm barrel, slate reflector, but obviously an optic of your choice. Do what you want to do really with that. The stock is going to be the Reisdorf 22V adjustable stock, simply because the strafe speed on this is nuts. I know a lot of the guys who usually have a setup have a slightly different one, but I think the strafe speed on this really warrants using this stock over any others. I then have Perfectionist Proficiency, just for that extra little bit of recoil control. On-hand kit, so you can throw your nades and stuns faster. Fabric grip, just for the ADS time, sprint, fire speed, and hip fire recovery. Lengthened ammo type, again just for the bullets to hit faster. You can use FMJ, but I feel like the bullet velocity on this at those longer ranges does fall off a little bit, so I do prefer to use a lengthened in this situation. And then the hand stop underbarrel, again just for that added little extra bit of recoil and accuracy. So yeah, that's the setup. It is a bit controversial because a lot of guys I know use FMJ. I know people use a different grip, and Perfectionist isn't often used, but I have played this setup for quite a while. And although it does lack in the recoil sort of side of things, if you're happy to deal with that, the strafe speed is nuts. And as you can see by this gameplay in the background, it's super snappy. Like your ADS before you even know it. I think it's almost as quick as the MP40s, which is nice. So as I say, it's more of an SMG to medium AR flex rather than an AR to SMG flex, if that makes sense. It's more for those short to medium ranges rather than medium to long ranges, is what I'm saying. Just like that, it just kills. It's nuts. The gun is nuts. So, coming up in the video, obviously the gameplay you got in the background is going to be using this Volk, and we absolutely obliterated Team 3-1 on this Tuscan control, so we do win an offense, so make sure you guys stay around for that. I know it happens. You guys know it happens. But in these sweaty lobbies, it often doesn't happen. Yeah. Make sure you guys stick around for that. And I can't remember my scoreline by the end of the video. It's not outstanding, but it's a good game of control, and it's showcasing the Volk. I just got awful time in there. I don't know how he got around. I don't know how he got around whatsoever. So I'm just going to go into my thoughts on the Volk GA now. The actual Pro League, the CDL guys, the proper pro. I say proper pros. That sounds a bit bad. The top tier pros of Call of Duty are giving it a little bit of time. I think they said they're going to give it a wink before they completely decide on GA in it completely. I think that's probably a good thing. I know EU challengers have completely GA'd it already, and after a lot of consideration, I do think this does need GAing. Now, the setup people are using means that if you get one headshot, say for example, even if you use an MP40 or the Volk, if they get one headshot, they will kill you quicker than MP40 at close range. Now, I don't think that should happen. I don't think in any situation that should happen. And other than that, I think it's a fantastic mid-range gun. I think it's perfectly... I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Exclusive Ace. You probably have, but if you're here, you definitely probably have. I mean, the chances of that are slim. Make sure you guys check out his professional CDL setup for the Volk, because he does go through the ranges, and you will see how ridiculous the headshot damage is, because he displays it in a nice little graph sort of thing. But yeah, I think as long as the headshot damage is the same as it is currently, I think it should be a GA, because the time to kill on this with one headshot mixed in is nuts, and because this has got a little bit more recoil, it's that much easier to get headshots. I think the only thing, well, I think it should be an easy fix. I think it should be an easy fix. And if they did fix it, I think it should come out of GA, but I don't think that's ever going to happen. I think once it's GA, that's that conversation over, isn't it? But yeah, I think as far as it stands, currently with the setup of the Volk and the fact it kills so quick if someone gets a headshot, even one, yeah, I do agree with it being GA. But let me know what you guys think. I know a lot of you guys in my chat use it. Understandably, the gun shreds. But do you agree with the GA? Do you hope it comes into ranked here, even if they do GA? Because I know a lot of GAs don't follow through to ranked anyway. My opinion, unless they patch it, I would rather it not be in. It's a fun gun to use. It's something a bit different. But if you want a challenge, you can use other guns. I mean, the only reason the MP40 and the Automaton is used is because they're the two best guns in the game. And it is nice to have another gun in the meta, especially at those mid-ranges, but not one that kills quicker than the SMG with one minute headshot involved in the mix. So that's my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think down the comments below. Obviously, as controversial as you like, put what you want in. And it is a shame to see a gun be taken out of the meta, because it is interesting. It keeps things warm, it keeps things fresh. But I do think it does ruin the competitive integrity a little bit when a gun like this can outgun an SMG at those ranges in which an SMG should win those gunfights. So yeah, enough of me rambling on. How are we enjoying ranked? Are we finding it enjoyable still? I know myself, I've had a couple of messy days recently where my SRs just dropped because I don't know. Strangely enough, I find I go up faster in solos than I do in a squad. I just think the squads I usually team up with are all, like, you know me, I'm mainly SMG, and the people I tend to play with also mainly SMG. The friendship group I have on QOD, maybe 2 or 3 of them are ARs, and they're often not on or playing in a different team. So I think that's why I tend to lose. Whereas when you solo queue, this is a nice spot, by the way. You saw how I got onto it. Don't tell anyone else this is a nice little spot. They don't expect you to be here, and you're on a little bit of a heady as well. Anyway, what was I saying? Yes, I just think it's the team. I think it's the mixture of team, the mixture of players we have. They just don't complement each other. And this game is such a team-based game. It does mean that, you know, if you've not got the right mixture of people in the squad, you do lose the game. Even if you are outslaying the team, that's just what happens, isn't it? So yeah, that's been my experience recently with it. Again, what's yours? And by the way, this is how we somehow catch this. There's 22 seconds left. We just got a constant stream of people on the capture point, I think. Again, he was not weak. That was a quick drop. I think I got one headshot mixed in there, and it was like he died extremely fast. So there's 15 seconds left. I know I said there was 22 seconds left at the beginning. There was, but we've got 15 seconds left. Just because we've been able to stay on it somewhat. So there's 10 seconds for me to run to the hill, and I'm absolutely beaming. I'm thinking, you know what, I'm doing everything. I'm double slide cancelling. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I want my gun ready. Unfortunately, I missed that. When he popped down, I completely missed him, but thankfully my teammates managed to pick him up, and we win an offense, which obviously helps. So moving into the third round. Third? Gosh, I wish I could count. The fourth round, it's pretty much certain they've stacked B, but I'm pretty safe because I managed to get the streak in the first round of the game. Thankfully, the minimaps are lovely, and they show you red dots when people shoot, funnily enough. So I managed to read that cool. Before I start rambling on about what else has happened in the gameplay, I do want to just say that, well, give you a hint of what's coming up. So I've been mentioning this in several other videos previously, but I'm going to be doing a sort of a tips and tricks video. It should help the guys of you who are looking to sort of streamline your gameplay a little bit, because it's going to be a top 10. Try to keep it to 10. Top 10 things to avoid to get more wins in Vanguard. That's essentially what it's going to be. And hopefully for those of you who are just, you know, not quite closing out the wins, or not quite, you know, getting that gain in SR you wish to be getting, hopefully it makes a difference. So make sure you guys stick around to the channel and wait for that, because that's coming this week. Just need to get it recorded and edited and, you know, put together like a jigsaw puzzle. See, those gunfights are always tricky. When there's 2 players, one on your team, one on the enemy team, close together, I just never know what's happened. So I just think, you know what? I'm not going to shoot. Teammate wins it, he wins it. If not, there's nothing worse than team killing. There's nothing worse than team killing, especially on control when it feels like you've lost a life. But at least this way, I got the trade. Yeah. One thing I do miss, obviously, running solo is that the lack of comms. I mean, often people are in their own parties or in their own like Discords or whatever, so it's not quite as easy normally. But yeah, there's no comms, so I often resort to if I see red maps on the radar, I just press the start button and see the overview of the map, just because otherwise I have no clue where anyone's coming from, which does sometimes get me killed because, again, that's time not looking at the game. So if I'm sat holding an angle and I press start just to check where red dots are on the map, someone charges me at that exact point, it might scuff me and I might die. But that tends to not happen. And to be fair, a lot of people, now I'm climbing up the ranks slowly, I'm nearly challenger now. A lot of people tend to be in game chats, which does help. So they've got 25 seconds left. They've got 6 lives. We've got 6 lives. So essentially they've got 1 more attack in them. And I'm sort of playing life because I've got streaks. We can win off this. I don't want to wait for round 5. I don't want to, I don't want to waste the time. I want to win this off this round. So I'm thinking, you know what? If my teammates can just keep them off, I'm playing live here. Because if I die, I'm not coming back. So I'm playing live. So it's a bit boring. I'm playing a bit cruddy. So I'm thinking, you know what? Let's just get the glide bomb out. There's 3 of them alive. Well, I don't think I'll call it out, actually. No, I do, because I'm not in game chat. Managed to get the kill on point. That leaves 1 person with 2 seconds to go. And he can't quite get there. And my teammate gets the kill anyway. So yeah, try that Volk setup. Let me know how you guys get on. It'll be interesting for you guys to hear. Let me know what you think about the GA of the Volk, whether you think it's going to come through, what do you think, whether you think it should be GA'd. And for those of you who are still watching, what sort of things do you want to see out of the channel? Obviously, I've said a couple of bits that are coming up, but if there's anything specific you would like to see, feel free to let me know, and I usually do provide. Until next time, I'll catch you lads in a bit. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.